This week we're working through Matthew chapter 4, verses 1 through 11, looking at the temptation of Jesus. And we've been meditating on this concept that the devil has not changed his strategies. They work so well for him, he has no need to change them up. But it's our plight as disciples of the Lord Jesus Christ to not be unaware, to not be ignorant of his schemes. And one of his favorite options to present to us is for us to go get what we need on our own without reference to God's will and God's timing. In other words, go get it yourself. God has taken too long. That's how he came to Jesus. After he had fasted for 40 days and 40 nights, the devil said, "If you are the Son of God, why don't you make these stones into bread?" In other words, God has the power and he sees what you're going through, but he's not doing anything about it. So why don't you go get it yourself? Why don't you use your God-given powers to meet your felt needs? I've been thinking about it today, and there's two things I want to point out. One is your felt need is not necessarily your greatest need. Sometimes we feel the pressure of our flesh weighing on us, and it feels like we have to have whatever it might be right then and there. But one of the marks of spiritual maturity, one of the marks of emotional maturity, is the ability to delay gratification. My son is helping me out with that right now. My youngest son is having to wear a cast for the next few weeks to deal with an issue regarding his foot. And for the last couple of nights, he's been crying. He's been having a hard time falling asleep. And in the middle of the night, he keeps coming saying, "Daddy, it hurts. I need you to get this off my foot." If I took the cast off, however, the pain would be relieved, but the issue would still be there. He would feel better, but he wouldn't be better. And I'm more concerned about the rest of his life than I am about a few nights of inconvenience or even pain. I'd rather let him cry for a couple of nights and walk straight for the rest of his life than to succumb to his felt needs and then watching the rest of his life struggle. And so maybe that's what's going on in your life and my life. Maybe God has put strictures, maybe he's using pressure, trials, and troubles to straighten out some things in our lives. And maybe it's not that he doesn't care about us, but maybe he's more concerned about a lifelong trek, a lifelong journey of holiness, more than he's concerned about the few tears we might cry because we don't get exactly what we want. The devil will try to play on these dynamics by suggesting to us, you can go get it yourself. Turn these stones into bread. But I want to challenge you today with the words of my father. He's always told me the only thing worse than waiting is wishing you had have waited. So if you're in pain right now, if you're going through, if you're struggling, let God straighten you out because he's more concerned about your eternity and he's more concerned about you living life for the long term in the state of holiness and in a way that would please him as opposed to being free from pain right now, but then living crooked the rest of your life. God bless you and have a great day.